All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Guys, say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Log and TV, and let's get started with a review. And this knife comes by way of our friend JRMZ. JR is a huge member of the community, always in my chats on Monday nights, KF Lives. Just a cool dude, and this is the second time he sent me like high-end, really awesome knives to check out. He sent me this one, and he sent me a petrified fish and the Kershaw Launch 13. I mean, 14, not 13, 14. And just a cool dude. And this is a Monterey Bay knife in a really cool pouch. And this is the Slayback. Now, a lot of you have seen the Slayback, but this is the first time I've seen it. So I thought I'd do a quick review on it. No, it is not available. But they drop these in batches, and I'm sure there'll be more because it's been very popular. This knife is around $190 when it's available, and it is a inset titanium liner lock. So how cool is that knife, man? I mean, just look, and is that I got smudge. I've been using this knife a lot to open packages and different stuff, and I got a smudge all over the blade, but there you go. I just love the way they do their blades. That's swedging. The uptick here, the way it slants upward is great for a thumb ramp. You've got, of course, this really awesome milling here, whatever you call it, divot, fuller, whatever it is, in the middle of the handle. Very much like the EZC 1.5 and 1.0. Really cool. It is a titanium liner lock, and it has just a open construction with just a small back spacer. Wow, struggle. You do have slightly contoured scales, really cool. Everything is chamfered off very nicely. Typical 2-screw titanium clip with a great ramp there. No problems in and out of the pocket. Plenty of room. You do have about that much sticking out of your pocket, which doesn't bother me in any way. It is right side only on the carry tip up. Man, I've got to wipe that blade. It's driving me crazy, guys. I'm sorry. I know, be prepared. And I'm even a Boy Scout. But anyway, or I was. So yeah, look at the high sheen, kind of reflective finish, even though it's satin. Really cool. I like the way that is. I'm not sure who their OEM is in China, but these are so good. You got the MBK logo on that side, and you have nothing else on here. Let's make sure. Nope, that's it. Really simple knife overall, but this great, I would call it a Warncliffe style blade. Really, really cool. It is titanium and M390. Now, designed by Ray Lacanico. Very, very cool. There's your R Lacanico up on top. Let's go over some specs real quick. So the overall is 6 3/4. The blade length is 3 inches. The thickness is 0.125, so nice and thin, and slicing comes down to a really thin edge. Does a great job cutting. Nice and sticky sharp. Yeah, just really cool. And that tip is great for getting down in a package, or I used it to cut out some shapes and cut out a label the other day, like a shipping label. Made in China, 3 ounces. The handle length is 3 3/4. Now let's talk about that. So for me, yeah, it's actually a pretty good size, guys. If I get up here and hug that flipper tab good, I'm pretty much on it. My pinky's right on the edge, so a little bit bigger would be better. It's pretty much the same as the EZC 1.5 for me. Plenty of room to stick my thumb up here. It feels great. Nice sharpening choil. You can kind of get on the flipper tab a little bit and choke up if you'd like. Let's talk about that flipper tab. You have some good shape, good jimping, and it just pops right open. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? Guys, it's just so easy, and you're not going to fail this one. Get it past the detent, couple of shakes, and it's down. Good, smooth action. Look at that. Wow. Really good. It is, let's see, hold on. I was going to say it's dead center, but it looks to be off to the clip ever so slightly. Yep. And not a big deal. All right. And then as far as lockup, like 15 or so, but it's not going anywhere. It's locked up. Good geometry there. There's a tiny bit of blade play, but I'm not sure if that just, the pivot needs to be tightened. There's no lock rock. No lock stick, nothing like that. Now, Rather than a cutout, that liner lock pokes up ever so slightly, and it is super easy to move. You just catch a hold of it with your finger, and no problem with that whatsoever. Perfect lock bar access, in my opinion. Really, really good. So, like I said, I think it's good to do a couple of comparisons with this one because it is a smaller knife. Plus, with that blade shape, I thought this one might be a good comparison. So I have the Finch Holiday here. I thought this was maybe a good comparison, and sure it is. Let's get them pivot to pivot here. So the Finch has the blade by just slightly on the slayback and the handle just slightly. I mean, these are very, very close to the same size. Now, just out of curiosity, since we got them here, because everybody always talks about how thin and slicey the Holiday is. Look at that. They're very close. Now, it looks like the slayback is slightly thicker, but either way, they're both very, very good in cutting. Now, the slayback is a taller blade. So this one is a full flat grind, and this one is not. So let's see. Well, they're very similar. If you just take the part that's ground down to the bevel, they're very similar. So very, very similar. But again, this one might be slightly thicker. But if it is, it's not much. No, I'm not getting the calipers out because it's not that important. Let's just say they're close and they're both very slicey. Getting fingerprints off again. Man, I am so bad about fingerprints today. So there's that. One more comparison just for fun. Since we had one Finch out, I thought maybe you guys would like to see the 1929 next to it. Obviously, the 1929 is a little bit smaller, but there you go. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Monterey Bay Knives. What else didn't I talk about? I think I got everything, guys. I think. I like the way it feels in the hand. I like everything about. I just dig it. And again, it's so snappy and fun. And by the way, you can just take your hand and, well, if I could do it on camera, throw it down like that, push it down. That's kind of fun too. Just kind of push it down. But yeah, I just dig this knife and their style overall. And it's just so snappy, guys. It's so much fun. Great little knife. The Monterey Bay Knives Slayback. I hope they come back in stock and you guys can get some. And they have a lot of good knives coming out. So there you go, the Monterey Bay Knives Slayback from JRMZ. Thank you, brother. And guys, give me a thumbs up and a comment down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.